So again, nothing's really changed with our hazardous weather. We've increased the wind speeds late Sunday. We will continue with the increased wind speeds on Monday, but the stronger winds, the drier conditions, the more hazardous weather is well to our east. But it is the east end of Highway 50, so if that's part of your late weekend, early week trip, just be mindful. Red flag warnings around the Colorado Springs area, between Colorado Springs and Pueblo, and then even further east into the plains and even into Kansas, the next time zone over. That's where we're dealing with these stronger winds and these more dangerous elements. We still have our ridge in place. It's starting to break down. You may have noticed the cloud coverage on Sunday. You're definitely going to notice the cloud coverage on Monday into Tuesday, because on Tuesday that starts to darken a little bit. So the ridge is just reacting to all the low pressure systems that have been passing us by to the north, riding down along the eastern periphery, basically unanchoring or dislodging this high pressure system. We still had great conditions. We still had record setting temperatures for the late weekend period. We still will continue to start the beginning of the work week. Even though we have clouds, we're still going to be warmer than the average by almost 10 degrees. Though that's a big difference between Saturday and Sunday, because this past weekend, we had temperature differences of 20 degrees above the average. So Monday, we start to trim it back a little bit. Still very nice, though. And there's along the eastern periphery, that's one of the byproducts, one of the hazardous byproducts, if you will, of these storms coming down along that periphery. That's where a lot of the stronger wind is, and that's where a lot of our drier conditions. So even if you get lightning strikes, even if you, well, not even, if you get lightning strikes, that's where you're going to have some of those fire starts. That's where you're going to have some of those problems. So that is something to be mindful of. On the western slope, just a good reminder, because we're heading into spring, wind is a big element. And dry conditions as well. Even though we've had some great temperatures, above average temperatures, we have drier than average conditions. Montrose is pushing beyond 3/4 of an inch rain deficit. Grand Junction just exceeded the half-inch rain deficit. So spring for us is all about the wind, the warmer than average temperatures, and this particular La Nina year, we are warmer and drier than the average. So please don't be the human element for a fire start. We have plenty of those opportunities within Mother Nature, within nature naturally occurring. So we don't want to aggravate that situation. Sunday afternoon high temperatures, remember we're supposed to be near 60 degrees, and you can see here, and you felt it today, warmer than the average. I'll go over some of those records Monday morning with our meteorologist Chris Knoll, but all eyes should be on Tuesday. That'll be the first storm system that comes through. We will get some lightning hazards with it. I don't think that we'll see a lot of rain with it, but mountains will get going with snow early Tuesday morning, and the afternoons, that's where the lower elevations see their rain showers moving through. Much more significant storm system coming through late next week, and with that we will have multiple days of active weather. For the lower elevations, it's still rain showers, and that's good. That should put a dent in our rain deficit. It's also going to add to the snowpack. Right now, this storm system is tracking into the southern zone, so anything south of Highway 50 is going to get a lot of spring snow. Anything in the central zones will get some spring snow. Anything in the northern zones may not get a lot, but will get some snow as well. We're going to fine-tune that late week forecast, because that is no April Fool's joke. We are getting a spring storm system coming in to wrap up March and begin April of next week.